Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Well, today we're gonna be looking at the truck. We had a battery indicator pop out a couple of days ago, and I haven't looked at it yet, but I was surprised. But battery was already 9 volts and it was still running. One lesson that I could teach is that make sure to look at your dash every now and then, because I think the battery indicator was really on for a long time, and I don't know, it was just one of my stupid days that I don't even bother looking at the dash. Well, anyways, the problem is a battery indicator light, which indicates a no charging, which will be like, well, let me show you. Well, once you turn on your car, you'll see that on the left part of your dash there's going to be a battery. And let me close the door. Once you turn your engine on, it should go away. There, you see? It is still lit up. So that means it's not charging. And if you can look at your voltage, it should be on 14. That's ideal. And it's only 12. So that meaning it's only reading the battery. Well, as I've said earlier, it was already 9 the other day, but I already charged it. Imagine it already ate up the power of the main battery, and it also ate up the power of the secondary battery, which is actually, I don't know if you can see it, somewhere there. So it's a yellow top mounted sideways. I already charged it since the other day, so it's been being charged for almost 2 days, and the main battery has been charged the other day. So before we assume, well, we can actually assume that it's the alternator, but before we assume that it's the alternator, well, there are two things that you need to check. One is exciter wire, which is this wire. This is the wire that connects from the harness to the alternator. It could be a 1 wire, or it could be a 2, or it could be a 3. For the GM, there's only one, which is only the exciter wire. In some, there's an extra wire for a battery terminal, and there's another wire for the battery indicator. I'm gonna pop it out and then let you know how to diagnose it. We're gonna make it simple. We're not gonna be using a tester, because not all of us has a tester. Well, if you are into DIY, then you should have one, but it shouldn't be stopping you from doing stuff. So removing this is not really that difficult. It's not difficult to remove, it's just fiddly. So you just have to pry this up to release the hook here. Well, if you can see, there's one active wire or connection on this connector. So what you're gonna do is get a tester of this sort. So it's just a wire going to the negative to a bulb, and this, whenever you attach to a positive, this will light up. So you can put the negative anywhere, like here, and if you put it on positive, it will light up. So this should light up when you turn on your key. So let me go inside and turn on the key. So there you go. Turns on. So meaning your exciter wire is good, it's not faulty. So let's turn on the key again. And then we will confirm that this wire, so this wire, which is for me is very obvious that it's not gonna be faulty because I already did the big tree. This is the alternator. This is the source. So this is a very big cable. Sometimes this will be faulty. There's gonna be a break. So even though your alternator is producing power, it wouldn't go through the battery. Then that will tell your voltmeter to be low. And in that case, how can you check continuity if you don't have a tester? Then you get again the wire, and then this wire. Do you see this boot? Well, we don't have to pry it open. See, if you connect it here, then it lights up. So meaning this cable going to the battery has continuity. So that confirms that your alternator is faulty. And then you don't have to replace your alternator directly. There's two causes. Either your carbon brush are done, which are very cheap, or your windup is cut off. So hopefully it's just a carbon brush issue. If not, if it's the windings, then I have to buy an alternator. Let's take this off and then let's see. So first thing I have to do is remove this cable so you don't accidentally short your battery, or else there's gonna be sparks flying around you. So next is your tensioner. We have already removed this. Next is your tensioner, which is this one. We just have to pry this down. So this is a 3/8. See, if you turn it counterclockwise, it will put slack on the belt. Then you can remove the belt. Okay, that's done. Then we need to remove this, and this. So these are 13s. So here are your bolts. These are the bolts on the front. Two long ones, 13mm. And this is the one on the back, bottom part, and this is the one on the top, back part, top part. And then once that's done, should be able to pry this out. Let's remove the power cable. So this one, so we can disconnect the big cable. So I think it's a 13. I can now pry out the alternator. And this one, let's go test this first. So now is the time where I'm just going to use a tester. So we are just going to test continuity. So from here, there is. And here, the other one, there is. From here to here. I think I see the problem. So let me see if I can catch it. And there you go. So that's a problem. So something broke off. I think there's still some.
So the brush are off. This is the other one, which is here, and here's the other one. If you can see, the other one is shorter, so this definitely needs to be replaced. But then to remove this, the holder, to look at the bearing, I need to take the front part out, remove the rotor, and I think I can do it, because I was thinking I need to unsolder this first. Anyways, let me do that before anything else. The plan is to find this part, the bearings, because I can confirm it's the bearing, because it's making a lot of noise. And there's a big resistance on some part of it. So the bearing definitely needs to be replaced. The question is if we have it here. If you've seen my other videos, we don't get repair kits. What I'm looking for is something like this. I'll put the picture on here. But then I don't know if I can find one, and I will replace this. But if I can't, I'll probably look for a higher ampere alternator, because I believe I can find a kit which is like this, then I'll probably buy the kit. And well, even if there's no kit, I need to buy a soldering rod. But if there isn't any kit available, then I'm forced to buy a high amperage. I'm happy if I can find a higher amperage, because I've got a dual battery. We go camping. We've got lights. We've got sound systems, and I have a higher amperage alternator is better. But if there isn't, then I'm forced to buy the same 105 ampere alternator. Then what can I do? Well, anyways, see you tomorrow. Yo, so I'm back. I dove into it. If you can see this box, what's in the box? Yeah, I took the 140 ampere alternator. See, if you compare it, look at how big it is. So now that I've decided to buy the 140, if you do plan to do this, you have to keep in mind that the plugs are different. So I went to a junk shop and got one of these to attach to the OEM wire. Cut this off attach it to this and then solder it, and I'm very excited to get this on. It's more power, it's gonna be more. Let's start it. At right now it's 1248 volts. So let's see when we start. Okay. Battery indicator is there. Let's start this. Yeah. There, battery indicator is gone. And it's 14 plus. Let's confirm. Alright. Let's turn on everything. Headlight, AC. Yeah, I think we're good. So recap. If you want to put 140 amp in your truck, then you need to remove this from the bracket. Well, you actually have to remove the bracket to remove this, because the bolt is blocked, so you won't be able to pull out the bolt if the bracket is attached to the block itself. And the second is you need to get the connector, which I'll put an image here. And that's it. The same belt. And yeah. So I guess it's a success after a couple of hours and money. So this old one, once I get a good soldering iron, I'm gonna make a video about this. How to remove the bearing, how to replace the brushes. Because right now, soldering iron is really not that good. Anyways, hope you like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.